Hi, welcome back to my channel, God's Anointed Child. My name is Latoya. So big up to all my new subscribers and followers. You're welcome. So today I was worshiping, jumping on the road and just having fun, and then said let me read a Bible verse, and somehow I went into Matthew. So I was reading Matthew 18, and I just realized that even sometime in our heart, we are not so forgiving. No matter how the Lord talks about it and want that for us, we still not too forgiving. But anyway, with no further ado, I'm gonna read from verse 23 probably to verse 30, and then I will elaborate more. So it said, and I'm reading from the NIV, it says, "Therefore the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle account with his servant. As he began the settlement, a man who owed him 10,000 bags of gold brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered that him and his wife and his children and all that he had would be sold to repay the debt. At this, the servant fell on his knees before him. 'Be patient with me,' he begged. 'I will pay back everything.' The servant master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. So now he's debt free. He went his way. But when the servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed him and began to choke him. 'Pay back and what you owe me,' he demanded. His fellow servant fell to his knees and begged him, 'Be patient with me and I will pay it back.' But he refused. Instead, he went off and had the man thrown in prison until he paid the debt." Well, like I said, I don't see how you're going to pay debt in prison, but obviously in prison you're going to be tortured and all kind of things. So what I'm looking at, you see how it was easy for him to have mercy, the king to have mercy on him and cancel his debt. And for some reason, he lost his memory and realized that, I could extend the same gratitude and the same mercy to this person. But, he even laid hand on the man, just beating him boost left, right, and center, and, no pity. And I realized that even for me, I remember when I first came, I used to fluctuate. So, when I come in, people will say, "Oh, I don't think that you're going to stay long. You're just going to come in and, dance around, worship, and then go back to the streets where you belong." And these are people that, we all born a sinner, and in the church they don't give you that much grace. And it's the same way God have forgiven them of their sins. It's just that they had that willpower and that conviction to stay while I was still searching and looking for God. And they didn't give me grace. They didn't have pity on me. And the forgiveness was, they were acting as God in my life. Like, telling me you're going to go back to the street where you belong, like out back in the club, out